welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home of the Minnesota Golden Gophers, as we get set for what ought to be a terrific battle. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. As we'll see a team from the American, the Memphis Tigers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Memphis the football first. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Fighting off the defender. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Rides the back on the option to give. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
To the air, it's Chambers. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Going to swing it on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Clark. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Hand off from the shotgun. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Looking to fire. They'll run the screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Trying to throw the wide receiver screen and pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Right on the money. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. The Golden Gophers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And here comes for the first time as a starter this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either, David.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. And everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask of a freshman.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Grab near the marker, it's Hayes. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Guys, let's talk just for a minute about Minnesota. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. And what's important is what people believe inside your own locker room.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Golden Gophers look to keep this drive humming. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Quickly complete. Early on the Jets. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Trying to get the corner. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
The closer you get to the end zone, the more you start to bring big bodies on the field, right? The field shrinks. I'm worried about you running the football, particularly up the middle. But how about the offense? Does a nice job tossing the ball on the perimeter, going out there, getting some positive yards, trying to get 7. I ain't settling for no field goal.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
Instead of running the traditional option where the running back is the pitch man, nice job by the offense, getting creative, getting a way to get their speedster, a playmaker, a receiver the football in space, and he does the rest.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They took it 71 yards down the field, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Got room to work. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they get the third down stop. What a play by this defense. Memphis will be forced to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Just needs a crack to get a return. Makes a move. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The Golden Gophers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Grab behind the line. It's Hayes. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. And the Golden Gophers are rolling down the field. They send the tight end in motion. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Minnesota!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're fighting.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. He's got a chance to take this one back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Back to pass, it's Chambers. Pressure coming. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. The problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's complete to the right. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll field the punt and take it back. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown.
Lots of running room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Dropping back, it's Chambers. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the 1st down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the 1st, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Memphis will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Chambers. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. They're working that left side. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Minneapolis. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Huntington Bank Stadium.
Memphis ready to kick it deep and get the second half going. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Gophers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Snap it to the back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
And the Golden Gophers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
running to green. Wide open spaces. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Golden Gophers with the 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Watkins.
And it's nice to be an offense coordinator and go, all right, run it. Like, run it again. Run it again. 5 straight runs, moving the sticks, all easy, high percentage runs, keeping the ball on the ground. They must think they have a physical advantage up front.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd down, going up top. He's got it. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hayes. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And the defense brought the blitz on 3rd down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He leaves it with the back. He's loose. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Gets it out quickly. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Golden Gophers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Trying to power it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Making side adjustments here.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Looking for a pass to the end zone to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
There's an old school play you don't see very often anymore. And who's to say that fullbacks are dinosaurs today in college football? They turn around, they hand it off to the big fella, and he pays it off with a touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Well, that was about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll return it. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Dropping back, it's Chambers. Makes the catch, it's Henry. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Looking for space, it's Clark. The Tigers will move the sticks as they get set to snap it. Time winding down here in the quarter. All over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead, and they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Henry. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Finds his big tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And on offense right now, you're at a juncture here in the game in the fourth quarter, trailing the way you are. You can't punt anymore. Execution has got to be at a premium, and on that fourth down, they're able to hook up, move the sticks, and keep...
Makes a grab past the marker. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Memphis just keeps moving the chains on this drive. They're set up with another first down.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. Fourth down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does, winning his route and giving his quarterback the place to go with the football?
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And the defense will corral the quarterback and down. Was at midfield.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback on the keeper. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Well, that time on third down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense napping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They forced a negative play. Now setting up fourth down.
Takes a hit as he fired. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
So now it's second and long. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Rushes on him. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Going the other way, and he's got room. They get him on the ground at the 33-yard line, but the interception, the turnover, has given this offense a great shot. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, it's Chambers. He lofts one down the sideline. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And on the interception return, he'll finally be stopped at the 33.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that. Make the INT and almost put this one away.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Tracy. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A first down run on the doorstep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and I love running the football down the red zone. You've got to be able to do it. First down, obviously, is the right down to do it. But now, limits the options a little bit more. Second down.
Touchdown, Minnesota! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Makes the grab.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Hang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Creates a little space. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You can see on the sidelines, guys, he could not.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
And the Tigers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Gives it on the option. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy version for this offense. They'll immediately call timeout. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. The RPO, it's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Back to pass, it's Chambers. Here comes the heat. He wants it all. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more...
Oh, there's a loose ball squirting all over the place, and it went out of the back of the end zone. That'll be a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
And you just have to have better field awareness if you're on offense. They're understanding that, A, you're in the offense, and B, where that back line is, David. That is not good news taking a safety.
No, and you want to make a play, and you want to make something happen, but you got to realize where you're at on the field. He doesn't do that, and guess what? Cost his team 2 points.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Got it behind the line. It's Henry. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock. Now facing a 3rd and long.
Cooler 18.
From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jeff.
Oh, a lot of space. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold it.
There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger.
Easy.
They'll try to get outside. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Lanier. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. It's him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Golden Gopher! And the punishment has been extended.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.